Here's the reality. Every appointment you take is screaming with feedback, and most agents let that feedback walk out the door. If you want fewer wasted meetings and more converted outcomes, you have to treat each appointment like product research for your business.
Let's be honest. Follow-up is usually a laundry list of "we talked" notes and vague ticks. That's not data. That's noise. If we want predictable conversion, we need repeatable signals that tell us what to change and when.
Right. Reframe this. Appointments aren't single events. They're experiments. The appointment debrief loop is a 90-second, 3-question debrief run after every meeting. Quick, consistent, and structured, so your pipeline actually learns from itself. Here's the promise in one line. Capture 3 90-second post-appointment signals, tag them in your CRM, and fix meeting leaks inside 7 days. Small inputs, compounding improvement.
Now I'm going to read a short simulated debrief, so you can hear how this actually sounds in the wild. Imagine the appointment just ended. Someone on your team, or you, hits record for a 60 to 90-second debrief. Listen to the verbatim.
Client met with sellers this morning. They liked our pricing approach but aren't ready to list. They're split between remodeling and listing. Decision clarity, ambivalent. Top objection, timeline and financing for the remodel. Next steps, left them with our staging checklist, asked to confirm budget by Friday. Scheduling friction, they haven't agreed to a follow-up time. Asked them to book through our calendar link. Tag DECAMB, OBJ remodel, friction cal request. Notes, high intent but needs clarity on renovation budget. Recommend sending contractor referral and a 10-minute recon call to move to decisive.
That sample should feel familiar. Short, factual, and tag forward. The whole idea is 3 micro-questions, 90 seconds max. Tags that map to decision, objection, friction.
Let me be clear. The 3 micro-questions are minimal by design. 1. What's their decision clarity? Yes, ambivalent, or no. 2. What objection pattern surfaced? Name the objection. 3. What next step friction did we hit? Scheduling delays, missing docs, vendor needs. Answer those 3 and stop. 90 seconds. No commentary theater.
What actually matters here is making those answers measurable. Decision clarity becomes a 3-state field in your CRM. Objection frequency is a tag you count over time. Next step friction you convert into a numeric barrier count and a seconds to schedule metric.
Example threshold, so you have something to run against from day one. Decision clarity. If ambivalent is more than 30% of entries, you either need a better pre-appointment qualification or a one-call reframe. Objection pattern frequency. Flag any objection that appears in over 20% of debriefs for a root cause sprint. Next step friction. Measure seconds to schedule. Aim to have it inside 7 days if it exceeds your baseline.
Let's illustrate objections. If need to talk to spouse shows up in 25% of debriefs, that's not random. Tag it, track it, and then run a single A/B change. Require spouse on the initial call or use a decision clarity checkbox pre-booking. We pressure test changes before rolling them out.
Now, for the one-line script I want you to copy verbatim and use after every appointment. I'll read it slowly so you can transcribe it, or just download the one-click template on the site. Say, quick debrief, decision today, yes, ambivalent, or no. Top concern, and 1 friction point that blocked next steps. That's 15 to 20 words. Use it every time.
Also say the CRM tag sample out loud when you enter it. For instance, DEC-AMB, OBJ-remodel, friction-cal-request. That standardizes entries so later filters and automations are reliable.
Operationalize this with simple rules. Who asks, when, and where it gets stored. Solo agent, you do the debrief in your CRM as a quick note immediately after the appointment. Use voice to text to keep it under 90 seconds. Small team, delegating works best. Have your buyer or listing coordinator hit the debrief within 30 minutes and assign the tag in CRM.
CRM rules. Create 3 custom fields: decision state, objection tag, friction count, and a checkbox, debrief recorded. Build an automation that when debrief recorded is checked, adds the entry to a weekly report. For teams, route ambivalent or flagged objection tags to a sprint queue for review.
Roles matter. On solo outfits, the agent owns it. On teams, split responsibilities. Agent captures the verbatim snippet, coordinator enters tags and timestamps. Team lead reviews hits weekly. Keep each role time-boxed. Nothing here should add more than 2 minutes of work per meeting.
QA calibration prevents garbage data. Use one simple question during manual review for the first 50 entries. Does this entry change a decision or next action? If the answer is no, mark it low quality and coach the person who captured it. That single filter raises data quality quickly.
We recommend manual review for the first 50 debriefs exactly to avoid noisy patterns. Don't pivot strategy on tiny samples. When you run changes, report effect sizes with sample sizes and only roll out if thresholds are met. That's the difference between thoughtful iteration and chasing illusions.
Here's a 7-day pilot plan you can run immediately. Day 0, install the 3 fields and the one-line script in your booking flow. Days 1 through 7, require the short debrief after every appointment, collect tags, and run a daily quick QA on new entries. At day 7, evaluate KPIs, percent ambivalent, top objection frequency, and median seconds to schedule. Decide go-stop based on thresholds we discussed.
Sample stop-go rules. If ambivalent is above 30% and your seconds to schedule didn't improve by at least 25% after a simple scheduling fix, pause and run a qualifier change at booking. If objection frequency spikes for a single tag above 20%, run a 1-week script tweak to handle that objection and measure again.
Common objections you'll hear when rolling this out: people say it costs time, it feels formal, or it's intrusive for clients. The reality: the debrief takes 90 seconds and prevents hours of wasted work later. If adoption lags, automate voice to text or have a coordinator batch them into a 15-minute block per day.
Another pushback. We'll bias the data if someone fills debriefs to cover mistakes. Fine. Enforce the QA check. Coach entries for the first 50 and make low-quality entries visible to the person who logged them. Accountability scales adoption fast. If you're serious about scaling, you standardize the little things.
A quick note on sample size and interpretation: never change your funnel based on fewer than 20 similar debriefs for a given pattern. Run one change at a time, measure for 7 days, and report both absolute and relative shifts. That prevents overreaction.
Okay, summary. Capture 3 answers in 90 seconds, tag them consistently, review the first 50 entries with one QA question, run a tight 7-day pilot with clear stop-go rules, and use those signals to fix scheduling and qualification leaks. If you adopt this, you turn every meeting into a learning engine for your business.
Final practical tip: start today. Make the debrief the last item on your appointment checklist. If it feels like a chore, reduce friction. Voice to text, one-click tags, and a coordinator to review. This is systems work, not heroics.
If you want the one-click template, the exact CRM fields, and the downloadable pilot checklist we walk through, visit the site. We put the template where you can add it to your phone and pilot this in under 7 days. Operate like a business owner.